Hello, I am Samir Sahasrabudhe and I work as a research scientist at IIT Bombay, and we are going to discuss about 2D and 3D animations for the web. This is a kind of a very crucial and very important topic of including animations on various web applications and managing them. We will try to look at what are the different types of web animations which are available first of all, see some examples of that, and we categorize them into two different or very prominent types. The first being two-dimensional animations and the second being the three-dimensional animations. Within those we also have categories of the free to use or the open source software available, as well as we have some proprietary tools which are pretty popular and very commonly used by people in the industry and academia both. Finally, we will also see some of the considerations which needs to be done before selecting such a tool. So, this is what we are going to cover in multiple videos probably, and I think we will just get started by looking at some of the web development which is based on animation. Now, the moment I say word animation, you can think of various examples that you have encountered. The most common or very frequent animation that we encounter is that of loading of a certain website or file transfer, and you can see that this image of a document being flying from one to another, or when the computer is loading you can see those dots moving around, or maybe a animation of a sand clock which is rotating after it gets filled up. All these things come under the loading types of animation, and now because of the websites getting really heavy, this has become a mandatory thing for many of the websites. I have couple of examples for that, and maybe you can just keep looking at them. So, for example, here if you see that you can see a numerical input shown at the bottom, where it just keeps increasing, and as it reaches 100 you can see that the website is fully loaded and you see a smiley person on the top. Now, this kind of animation is connected with what is happening at the back end. So, it is the website actually is loading from the back end because it is quite heavy in nature, and the moment it is done you can see that even the background color is changing accordingly, and you can see that it is ready to use. Now, these type of things are becoming very common. The second common thing is about different warnings to be given to the user. The examples are again commonly encountered. For example, whenever you do a wrong entry on a particular website, or you have clicked at a wrong way, or the input is wrong, there could be an animation showing that this is not correct, or you can change your inputs, and these things actually also add to the user experience. You also have a lot of explainer video making platforms. Now, these have set of characters with them, and you can actually choose the character and also decide on the costumes or mannerisms of these characters, create an animation according to the script that you have written, and finally export them to the format that you want to have. And let me tell you, there is a huge range of such software which are available. It depends on the kind of use you have. Most of them allow you to create a free video, but with some conditions apply asterisks to it. For example, you can only create a 20-second video, or you can actually cannot go away with the logo of that particular company, and so on and so forth. There are also some 3D motion videos which are created for websites, and well, this is quite interesting because 3D essentially requires lot of processing power and lot of graphics requirement, and you can see that the objects look really well lit, well textured, and very nicely created objects, almost realistic, and the motion is also very realistic. So this can be also created now. One of the ways in which it is created is using the Three.js tools, which is very popular, and looking at that you can actually figure out that if you want to, for example, see a car in the way or the color scheme that you want to have, you just have to click a button on that particular tool, and now when you are in this website, by the way, this is not a movie or a MPEG-4 file, this is actually a website which is running on, and you have all the controls to change the angle at which you look at, and you can actually set the speed and so on and so forth. So this is something done using Three.js. Finally, what we have here is a full screen video which is also being shown at times. So if you go ahead and have a look at the options that I have provided here in the links, as you can see here, the entire background has a collage of various videos being played, and these are superimposed by the text. Now all these animations and videos and graphics which are playing are in full screen, so that you can actually see high quality video graphics running in the background. So these are various types of animations which can be created for the web, and in the subsequent sections we will see examples of 2D animation and some examples of 3D animation. Thank you.